Hey guys, it's been forever. I haven't had much time recently, so I haven't been on here. But I just want to get on real quick. We recently had one of the big boy four-cylinder car. It's a car engine that we use in our truck mounts. That we what am I trying to say? We use a car engine in a few truck mounts that we see in our industry, and I was going to talk about the importance of the maintenance on these things. So a car engine they're a lot more expensive than these little two-cylinder Kohler or Briggs and Stratton engines. They're water cooled, so it's important to be maintaining them properly, and it's all that fun stuff, right? The thing that people miss most often is the fact that the cooling system is part of also the heating system on the truck mount. So as much as the system is used to operate when it's cleaning, to heat the water, it's important to maintain that coolant system appropriately. And so what does that mean? That means, like, annually, once a year, dump your coolant and put new coolant in. And here's why. I'm going to flip the camera around if I can figure out how to do it. So here's a head on a four-cylinder Hyundai engine. This is where the spark plugs go in each of these holes. And so the valves would normally be here, sitting down. And then this is the bottom of the head. So, again, the valves are going to be seating right here. And it's this head, if you notice this wire sitting right here, it's popping up out here. This is through one of the water jackets on the head itself. So the intake has gotten a hole down inside the water jacket into the intake, and what was happening was the coolant was traveling out of the cooling system, so it wasn't cooling the block properly, and it's coming out through the intake, or coming in. Nope, that was exhaust side, sorry. So it's cooking through the exhaust, and it's traveling through here. So the reason this aluminum head got eaten like that, the reason that happened was, more than likely, the coolant level wasn't proper. So if you run a straight coolant that's ready to use out of the bottle, which is just more expensive traditionally, there's usually nothing wrong with it, it's just more expensive. They were probably running a 50-50 mixture ratio and adding water to it. Either they didn't get the ratio proper, so at a real 50-50, or they, over time, some of that water and coolant, not the coolant, but the water will evaporate a little bit, so they'll add more water to it, and the ratio then goes to maybe 25% coolant, 75% water. And so over time, the water is just digesting or breaking down that aluminum inside the head. And so this job ended up costing this guy quite a bit of money and a lot of time. The time was, it's an industrial engine, and so there's parts not readily available right here in town, here in Phoenix. And then the secondary part was finding a head. So we had to get a new head. We couldn't find a reman head. We had to get a brand new head, and with all the new gaskets and parts and all that fun jazz. So it ended up costing this guy, quite a bit of money, over $2,000, like $2,500 with the other work we did. While we were in there, we did the timing belt, the water pump, all that fun stuff too. But the point of the story is it cost him quite a bit of money just because of, improper ratio of coolant. He also had, so here's a little bit more backstory on this one. He also had a radiator hose blow on him the day before. And so he went and put new hoses on it, but again, I think that created a problem, or started the problem with the head. It was, ultimately, the head was already damaged, but it just exposed itself at that point. Anyway, so I just thought I'd get on real quick and show you guys this. I've been saving it for a couple weeks. I just have not had time to myself to get on here and even say hello. My activity on Facebook's been real low key lately. It's just I don't have time to do it. I'd sure like to. I've always enjoyed it and try to give you guys good information as much as I can, but I just haven't had the luxury of time. So thought I'd pop on real quick and say what's up to you guys. So if you guys need anything, reach out. You all know how to get me, and I'm happy to help. And if you guys have any topics you need me to discuss, I'll try to get on when I can. Talk to you guys in a bit. See you. Bye.